Years ago, back in high school, I created a comic book superhero character. Today, we're going to redesign him. Now, before I jump into my drawing, I want to show you the character that I drew originally, right here. Surprisingly enough, I actually made this as an assignment for a Spanish class. The goal of the assignment was to create a little Spanish comic, and I decided to go with the superhero theme. So here's what I drew. He definitely needs an update though, so I was excited to see what we could do. Let's jump right into it. So unfortunately, I missed recording the beginning part of this, but I will tell you what I did. To get started, I first went to Pinterest. Believe it or not, I used to think Pinterest was for girls only. Not true. It has a lot of great stuff on it. I was introduced to it by a art teacher who said it's a great place for art inspiration. And yeah, so I used it to find reference images. Sometimes I like using Pinterest better than Google. I don't know why. I guess it's just a different search, and you can sometimes get maybe better things and stuff. Anyway, so I looked for superhero poses to try and find one that I liked and that would work for this character, because the human form is very difficult, and so I heavily rely on reference images for that. And I think it turned out okay. So once I had a form going that I liked and I sketched it out, I used that form, but not like the clothing or anything. I decided to bring in my own unique touch for this character, and I was kind of inspired. I think this original character was almost inspired a little bit from, by the character in Fantastic Four, the stretchy guy. What's his name? Anyway, you know who I'm talking about. Mr. Fantastic. Duh. Because kind of like a scientist-y sort of figure, and for some reason I really like how he's often depicted with like these gray streaks in his hair, which I think are quite cool. So that's kind of the personality I was going for. His name is Dr. Bothwell, according to my comic that I made a while ago, and he then becomes a superhero while he is studying. He is like learning how to create teleportation, and he ends up having an accident during his studies, and while he's doing a self-trial, turns into the Shock. So I liked the idea of putting like that, keeping that lab coat look for him as a superhero, to kind of harken back to his alias as a doctor or a professor. And then I wanted to kind of mute the color scheme a little bit in my original drawing, and then the eventual digital version of my original comic that I made. He's very bright yellow orange colors, and so I wanted to keep some of that, but not quite so bam in your face. I'm wearing a yellow jumpsuit. Kept like the highlights of yellow, and then just took a sort of the contrasting color of yellow blue, and I just kind of went a little more darker purple. And I think that it looks pretty good. What do you think? Yeah, I like changing the gloves to yellow. I think that worked better. I imagined them kind of sort of like this rubbery texture. Not completely, but the reason they're kind of unique because I imagine he created them. They have this sort of technology inside them, and microscopic batteries, many things that allows him to harness electricity energy, store them in his gloves, and then manipulate it to create blasts or energy phases. I don't know, whatever sorts of cool things from his glove. Kind of like how Spider-Man has his web-slinging contraptions that he made. Anyway, so that was the idea for the design for this character, and I just wanted to make his uniform, a little more subtle, not so. I didn't love the old version. I mean, I did it at the time. You learn and you grow and you change, and it's fun to revisit old drawings and to reimagine them and to collaborate with yourself. So then I just put in some simple shading here, kind of just imagining a light source being above him and guessing where the shadows would be, trying to put some wrinkles in there, which is that's something that's difficult for me. I did a study on folded clothing on my other channel, Vlogamator, that you can check out. I put a link to that. Just trying to learn how to do the ruffles right there. You see what I'm doing right now? He has the rolled up sleeves. How do you draw that? I have kind of an idea. It's kind of tricky, but I learned a little bit through trial and error. I should say the idea for this project was not my own. comes back again to We the Creators Discord. It's great to have our community, guys. Somebody did a collaboration to not redesign, just a drawing superheroes collaboration. Everyone drew either a hero or a villain. And I saw that collab, was excited to participate, and realized it would be a good opportunity to redesign my old character. Because I really like the character, and I've even thought about making a second comic, part 2. And but if I'm going to do that eventually down the road, I want to redesign him because I wanted to make him look better. So that was a great reminder and a reason to do some art. So that's what I'm doing here, and I think it turned out great. What do you guys think? Anyway, so that's what I drew. I think he turned out really cool. I like the more character and personality that I gave him. And yeah, it's pretty fun. If you're interested, go check out Stone Eagle Entertainment on YouTube. I ended up turning that little Spanish comic I drew into a digital motion comic, in English this time, and I put it up on YouTube. It's kind of old, so don't laugh too hard at my drawing in that video, but it was pretty fun, pretty interesting, so check it out. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please have a good day, and remember to smile. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and check out some of my other stuff. Art videos, stories, and video essays. I do a new video every Friday. So until then, I'll see you next time.